Where you get that contraption at, bro? They just sell them everywhere?
Yeah, they're
There's an essential oil inhaler, right?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Anybody that smokes hash or concentrates right now is usually smoking out of one of these.
Okay.
In California, they have like a whole festival for anybody that owns one of these. It's like your free entry ticket to a pot festival.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're pretty elite, dude. I mean, as far as dab smoking,
They're the top tier in the dab.
So
game
you don't
for
even
sure.
smoke flower no more?
I do. I've smoked both.
Yeah. We in here, it's pretty much just the.
Yeah, when we're in here, it's usually just dabs.
We're not allowed to smoke flower in here.
No flower.
Because it's too loud, right?
Yes, sir.
It'll stink out your whole...
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Got it.
For sure.
Welcome back to the dab room.
Yeah, welcome back, every 1 year in. This 1 year today, we did our first one.
Word.
Yes, sir.
And I can tell you right now, if you go back and you ain't got to watch the whole first one, but you can go back and watch it, and it was fucking ass. And you go back and watch this one, and be like, oh man, they really kind of didn't really
we
figure
did
it out, but better than before. But
We're still doing our thing.
hell yeah, and to hit it big with ChingoBling on this episode. That's
Now it's going to be
insane.
above ass,
Oh,
bro.
let's go.
Above ass.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
this
It's
is
par
top,
for the
bro.
course.
This ain't no mid pod, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Ass episodes are all behind us, bro. That's in the past. Bro.
Yes, sir.
It's just
The ass is in the
erase them.
past.
They're not canon anymore.
Yeah.
But
we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah.
We're super small fries, so we're fucking anybody that'll come in here and show us love. We're willing to take it.
yeah, we're just gonna.
No, we ain't tripping. I mean, that's the beauty of podcasts, where it's like, it doesn't have to be like, well, you haven't been doing it 10 years, and you're not on episode 1,000 yet. You know.
It'd be like that sometimes with some people, though.
Yeah,
I have met a couple people that have turned us down.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
What
it's-
episode number you on?
Yeah.
How long you been doing it?
Literally, they said that to our producer, and we were kind of like, oh.
And he's like, "That's rough, man.
Yeah, we just
rough numbers." Or
we just thought like we both had like minds, you know. We both train. We can talk about
I thought that'd have
jujitsu.
been enough.
We could smoke a little bit.
Yo, so I walked in right after y'all's class. Can you break down
Whew.
how that what happened? What was that class
So
about?
that was not
What's
a
the format?
class. This
Okay.
is tonight was just spar night. We were all sparring 8 rounds straight right there.
Rolling nonstop.
Yeah,
Nonstop.
rolling nonstop.
How many minute rounds?
8 minutes.
8 minute rounds.
8 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Back to back to
Back
back.
to back.
So
yeah.
switching partner every 8 minutes.
Yeah, coach
But
will match you up.
on
every
top of that, coach is matching you with whoever he thinks is gonna give you the best work.
For sure.
So you might be getting like a guy from Austin that's probably one of the biggest guys in Austin, which he was here today.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say his name,
Yeah.
but and he will just straight demolish you. Probably weighs about 280, 300 pounds.
No, he's about 305.
305?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Insane, dude.
motherfucker.
Insane. And he has no quit. He just lost a finger
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and he's still training. He's still on the mats.
How he lose a finger?
So he told me that he was so get this, he's one of the strongest human beings I've ever seen, right? This is why
Oh.
this is weird.
For
He
sure.
searched this ridiculous amount of weight. He said he was trying to open up a peanut butter jar and couldn't open it and stabbed it. And he cut himself. I was like, fuck, man. And I was like, why would you of all people had trouble opening a fucking peanut butter jar? But
And they had to cut off the finger.
yeah, so he basically just severed the
Okay.
ligament, and they were just like, well, you pretty much started it, we'll just finish it for you. I think it was like more money to even reattach it or something like that.
Okay.
But it didn't do anything to him. He's literally this
he's still the monster that he is.
You're like, bitch, I got these 4 fingers for you.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need that one, bro.
He said that one of them is a ghost finger too. Sometimes it itches.
He's like, I can feel it.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Get you with my ghost finger.
Yeah.
Ghost finger, dude. Shit. When was the last time you were here? It was about a year ago, right?
About a year ago.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Showed love a year ago too.
and
sure.
around that time, I didn't get to meet you. I was probably working.
Yeah.
But I was reverent of your work. I didn't know who you were, but
I don't know what irreverent means.
I was unaware.
Okay.
Like, really unaware.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Very
Okay,
unaware
good.
of
I
you,
thought
but-
it was like some disrespectful shit. Like, man, I see a bucket of rash guards right there, pimping.
We're getting on the mats.
No, you're good.
And now that you're nice and tired, RJ, I can.
No, you're good,
I
man.
can probably, you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Let my defense kick in and wear you out some more.
I'm dead, bro. Hell
Yeah, we're done and we're a shot deep in the whiskey. We'll be crapping. We'll be like that on the mats.
Oh yeah, dude. it's bad. But everybody I knew who you were. My
Yes.
brothers, all my older brothers, my cousins, my coworkers.
So you got ghetto friends and family.
Yeah, from the south side of San Antonio.
South Side.
Already. They don't know.
Hey, so do y'all do the 8x8s every week?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. That's a
Yes,
really
sir.
cool format,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's a dope format.
It's definitely like a day for you to come in, and if you've missed all week, get all your work knocked out in one day. Because as you could tell, some of those people were like dripping off the mats, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's
People trickle out around third, fourth round. They're
yeah,
done.
people start leaving.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I'll try and not die, but I'm gonna go L8.
I bet it really like is this intervals, right?
Yeah,
so I bet it just really pushes. Like I'm assuming y'all's cardio is like next level. You guys.
Maybe
I got-
grappling.
I got some good
Sure.
cardio.
Has it come a long way? Or was it always?
Yeah, dude.
It's came a long way.
Yeah, dude. I've been
Because
here.
right now I'm hitting the wall, and that's one thing I need to really. Like I consider quitting smoking, bro. That's how bad it got. When I was like, man, I think it might be the weed.
Never.
And everybody, like all the homies in class was like, no, I'll smoke every day, bro. Like you just out of shape.
It is important, like once you get to like a certain point, to like start throwing workouts into your jujitsu, just to like increase your
the off the mat work. Or
yeah,
whatever, yeah.
just increase like your all out effort, everything.
Tabatas.
Yeah,
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Jump that rope.
Fuck yeah. Some
kettlebells.
Climbing.
Kettlebells
I
is
don't go
super
climbing.
important here.
Oh yeah.
Kettlebells and maces. We have our Viking Ninja coaches and stuff.
I don't think they're. I don't know what. But yeah,
Can't-
they got club bells too. I don't know if you've seen club bells.
It's like those workouts.
They look
that-
like little baseball bats.
Yeah. You just do a bunch of
Yeah,
shit.
they're pretty gnarly sometimes. But I've been here about 3.5 years, and when I came here, I was like 285. I'm about 245 right now, and my cardio in the beginning was ass, but I think it was literally it's just the consistency that helped me.
I get overheated, bro. Like where I train, Urban Jungle, it's like a warehouse, like a big giant garage with just a bay, and it's Houston weather,
shit.
bro. Like, and we be on that gi. So there's a no gi season. There's like a date where it's like, all right, y'all starting, come this Monday. No, we're going
more
to no gi type of thing. And then when it's like, all right, after Labor Day or whatever it is, it's like, all right, we're gonna be back in gi. Don't forget to bring your gi type thing. And it's like, but the Houston weather hasn't got the memo. Like it hasn't caught up yet. So
They don't give a fuck.
I remember when I trained at another place that had AC prior to this one, and when I first went to this one, it was like, oh wow, wait a minute, this is different. This is real different. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, bro. It's like I need to start mashing the gas, cranking up the heat, and trying to really up my cardio game because depending on the format of the class, sometimes you do the gauntlet, or sometimes you're rolling, or flow roll to warm up. Like you start to do all those intervals, and then when you're kind of inexperienced, you're not breathing properly, and you're not efficient. So you're not you're wasting energy. You're grabbing on stuff. You're tensing everything up. You're not breathing right. Yeah. At least that's one of my biggest mistakes. So now I'm just trying to get to the point where like I'm trying not to be so gassed where they tapping me just so easy. Where it's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let you get that arm bar. Like I'm not even gonna fight.
That's an important part of it, because then after you've been in that position so much, you kind of like start to feel like it's okay and you can breathe. Now you can start pulling out. Now you can start basing out. Now you can start like coming around the side. That's
past that knee.
Yeah,
for sure.
You have to get rid of like that fact that like the taps aren't going to help you work, because all those taps are going to make you so much better.
For sure.
I've probably
really smart too. For sure.
I've tapped more times than I've been, like I've gotten taps, in other words, and that's always just how it's going to kind of be until like you become a black belt or a brown belt.
Hey, so we had Eddie Bravo on our show. Speaking of tapping fools, right? So we had Eddie Bravo on our show at House of Blues in Houston. It was when was it? August or something? I can't remember. It was a couple months ago.
Right.
So anyway, so we hung out. I mean, went to dinner, did all the stuff. We're just chopping it up, and then I was like, I think at the time I was 2-stripe white belt, and my wife's always like, "Stop telling people how many stripes you got," you know. But he's like, "Hey man, so you still doing it, man?" I was like, "Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, 2 stripes," and then he's like, "That's good." He's like, "But you're tapping fools, right?" And I was just like, "Oh," and my wife is just like, trying to find, like, she don't be in my class. She don't know if I be tapping fools or not. But I was like, you know, I think I lied a little bit. I was like, yeah, you know, yeah, I be, you know what I'm saying? I apply pressure, and you know what I'm saying? I frustrate you. And it's like, oh, okay. But, you know, now I'm 4 stripes, so now, you know.
Hell, now you're tapping fools.
Yeah. Now I'm frustrating them more. I'm delaying my defense. I'm delaying
I'm
breathing better.
There you go.
And I'm not tensing up.
You do any like sauna work? Have you been in the sauna?
I get in the sauna.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that's supposed to be really good for the cardio.
Yeah, it's beneficial.
If you're doing like the hot yoga or like hot spin on the cycle, that would be gnarly. That'd be something good for building the cardio. I want to incorporate that more. There's a place called Hot Works, I think.
Yeah, I heard of it.
around here.
I heard of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of cool, right?
I was gonna go check it out. They have like kettlebells in the sauna and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
just burning up and suffering.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, man. You know, I'm just here to try to spread the gospel of jiu-jitsu, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Like, trust me, bro. I'll bring it up to anyone who will listen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, there was a comedian buddy of ours on stage last night. He said something like, yeah, you know, I do jiu-jitsu now, and I got tapped out by a girl and this and that. And I thought he was for real. So after the show, I was like, hey, bro, where you train at? He's like, nah, man, I was just talking shit, man. And I was just like, oh, man. He's like, well, I used to do MMA. But yeah, dude, I nerd out, bro. Like, that. I'm so happy that I discovered it because, like, the only sports I know is just goofing off with my friends. Like, it wasn't no actual team. It was just like, we're outside playing basketball or that type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, football.
Yeah, throwing the ball around.
Yeah, football.
All
Just
sports, pretty much.
Stick ball.
There you go.
But getting into this, man, even though I'm in my 40s, like, it's just like, you know how people be like, man, hip hop saved my life. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, man, jiu-jitsu, dog, that shit.
Yeah, for sure. I'm the same way.
it's no
like
joke,
It's super
bro.
cool.
we're like
bro.
vegans. We're like have to tell everybody. Yeah, we gotta tell
That's
everybody.
the best metaphor.
The vegan thing. Yeah, for sure.
I just be like, hey, man, the bee's knees. I'd be like, hey, man, you got a moment to talk about.
You should come train.
I'm about to go knock on doors like Jehovah's Witness, bro.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
With some mats.
Come to this gym.
Hey, bro, you got a minute to talk about grappling, bro? Real quick?
For sure.
Come out here,
I
and
feel
you're
you on
trying
that,
to arm
man.
drag them outside. Arm dragging them outside.
Let me show you the 10P Index app, which I have, and I love it, bro.
It's good.
I love it.
All the warm-ups.
Watch nerding out on the warm-ups because it's such a foreign thing to people who aren't 10th Planet. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm down with 10P, but technically, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just visit and I'm cool with Eddie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know the earth is flat. I know that much. Yeah. Weed is good.
Yes, sir.
But, like, the warm-ups concept,
It's tough.
I remember when I visited y'all's gym last year, I was just like, hey, so like, all y'all be knowing the warm-ups? Because it's so many of them.
There's so many.
It's such a daunting task to be like, okay, where do you begin?
Yeah.
We have some nerds in here that know them.
Yeah. Like
Know them all. H1, H2,
yeah,
H3,
for sure.
Oh, yes.
In order, like
D1, D2,
heart.
D3, D4.
If our coach was in here, he'd be nodding yes because he's
especially
probably one of them. Ant's
knows,
one of
man.
them.
Ant's
But
been
he's
doing
been in
it
the
for
system.
12 years, so he's
It's an amazing system, bro. I props to Eddie Bravo, props to 10P. I visited 10P Vegas.
Ooh, nice.
I was in
Andy
Denver
Varela?
and I didn't get to check out 10P Denver, huh?
Did you meet Andy Varela? He's the one. Yeah, I think he owns Vegas, but
I spoke. This was like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
I spoke to some people. I attended. Good hospitality.
there you go.
But there's 2 gyms in Vegas though too.
Yeah,
so-
I think one's in
okay.
Henderson. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
one's in Old Town Vegas.
Yeah, I think the Andy Varela one's in Old Town. I
Yeah,
think.
Andy Varela is one of the most savage
Yeah, that guy right
grapplers
there.
on the planet right now.
Savage.
He's amazing.
It's a hell of a system, though, bro. And then the concept of warm ups, where like it's trippy because as you know, as you study them or do them, you start to see the options and the entries of the segue of the transition to the you have this option, then you can go inside here, outside here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa, you're just like,
You're getting there, bro.
All
To
the
hear the way that you're speaking about it, you don't even sound like a 4-stripe white belt.
what? So all I got to do is nerd out about it.
Yeah.
Terminology. You're good to go.
Terminology
Know what I'm
is,
saying? You gotta
is
know
part
the
of it.
vocab,
At
baby.
least you know like where you're at with stuff already. You know, some people are just like they can't even speak about jujitsu in that way. Like,
Bro, I'll be watching them street fights like on Twitter, like you know where like
street
viral.
beefs or what?
No, just like no, not that one. That's more organized. I'm talking about the ones where like dude gets out of line, buddy gets choked out.
Oh, yeah.
safely.
Like a big dude gets choked out
Big
by a
dude.
little
That's
dude.
funny. Andy Varela's students, they have like multiple fucking videos of them kicking people's asses in the street, bro.
Yeah.
It's
There-
crazy.
There's some of those little guys that you think you're gonna like clown up on, but they'll probably wrap themselves around you pretty quickly.
Rip you up, man.
And you know what? What is that?
Street beefs.
Oh, street beefs.
One of the dudes that
Oh,
trains.
yeah.
here
One of the
and
guys
the
that
other
trains
way.
here has been on a street beef.
Peter. His name's Peter.
He's a skateboarder that trains out of here.
Pistol Pete on Instagram. He's cool.
Word.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got on street beef.
But like now, like when I first started getting into it, like I literally, obviously, right, you don't know anything, so you just like are stuck. You're at super ground zero, and just like even just the alphabet, like the basic of like, oh, the underhook, at least to be able to identify like, oh,
What's going
sick
on,
trip
yeah,
or
for
whatever.
sure. Yeah.
And then you watching these, whether it's even like a like tournament footage or even MMA or even like some street shit. Like there was a fight at a Texans game, and it was so sloppy. It was like 4 or 5
Yeah.
dudes.
Untrained.
Nobody had hands. Nobody had nothing. And you just like, okay, well, he's kind of clenching up there. Wait, what are you doing? It's like, wait, put your hands up.
Yeah.
Or like, you just be looking like, oh damn, bro, like nobody's really like.
Yeah,
you
nobody-
could have took it to the ground.
Yeah, nobody's a
Obviously-
wrestler here.
Obviously, sometimes you don't want to be like in certain situations. You don't want to be like trying to hold a dude down. You're gonna get kicked in the head.
for
Yeah, by his homie or
especially
something.
There's multiple. Yeah, you just want to be able to. I would just run, just run. Like I'm like, call me a pussy, bro. I'll just fucking
Yeah.
run. I don't care unless I'm literally fighting for my life or for money. I will fight, but
Or
or
if-
afraid it later. I don't. You disrespected me. That's cool. Later.
Well, I mean, you and I are different, bro.
I'm pretty different, man.
Cause I don't know. I just be thinking. I don't know. I need to chill out.
I feel like that too sometimes. I fight for less. We sign up for fights. You know what I
It's
mean?
like
That's
we
less.
We pay to compete.
Yeah.
Normally, but
Yeah.
it's like unless I'm literally like fighting for my life or like my kids or whatever.
Yeah. Man, did y'all see the dude just get stabbed in Brooklyn, 4 in the morning?
Whoa, what happened?
So basically, long story short, in a nutshell, it was this couple, and the security footage of them on the sidewalk. They're like near like a bus stop. They're just on a public bench,
Okay.
and apparently up the street, there was like a kind of deranged homeless dude, right?
Shit, okay.
And somehow, for whatever reason, they walked towards, like, don't cross, don't go the opposite, don't go around the block. They went towards the guy, and next thing you know, they're kind of like the man. He's like, chill, bro, like chill, like trying to reason with the guy, and he's got a knife. And then the dude like starts running, like leaves his girl, kind of like runs into the bench, falls, ends up getting stabbed. She's in shock. When the police come, she don't want to give a description of the assailant
What the fuck?
because she's thought she was helping this, social justice by not contributing to whatever.
Oh, ratting
You
out.
want-
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. She didn't want to contribute to stereotypes.
Gotcha.
But basically, bro, it was like, yo, man, it's real out there. Y'all got a situational awareness. Like 4 in the morning in Brooklyn,
Yeah,
first
dude.
mistake.
Yeah. 4 in the morning.
Walking towards the guy, second mistake. Yeah, that guy. You heard about it? You
Yeah,
you follow
yeah,
this? You follow the same people I follow?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hardcore leftist.
Yeah, he was super like anti-police and just super progressive when it comes to like. Supposedly, some of his friends were quoted as to saying like, if Ryan was still here, he would have thought that the
Oh.
gentleman who stabbed him was a victim to the system and like
Right.
wasn't at fault. And then his chick raised a bunch of GoFundMe money, but it wasn't even for services or funeral. It was more like so that we can miss work and do what we got to do. And she didn't want to give the cops a description.
Those people are so funny, man. I swear.
But the reality of life hit them in the face. Like, in theory, you could think that we're living this super perfect world where you can just like I'm not gonna cross the street because I'm not gonna judge you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey, but chill, bro. Put the knife down.
Yeah, shit. He has a knife. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's
First things first. Always kind of walk with people. Your back towards people, you know?
that's what used to freak me out about those acid attacks in like the UK.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, the
Basalt attacks and
they
stuff
were
too.
just like in the UK, just walking and just throw sulfuric acid.
Oh,
in your
acid.
face.
You're talking about that kind of
Shit,
acid.
bro. Yeah, like
Yeah, I heard about that.
When was that?
Like early 2000s in the UK, there was like a few of those, but
They were doing it to a lot of Muslim people,
Yeah,
though,
so
right?
yeah, they were targeting.
Yeah, they were targeting
people.
Muslim
They were
people.
just throwing acid right in their face in the street, middle of the street, just walking. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's some. I don't understand like how anybody could just bring themselves to do that. But just here's some acid.
That's very
Destroy
specific.
someone.
Like somebody gotta have like a chemistry background. Like,
Yeah.
You know what to really fuck what you talking about.
When the U.S. pulled out of the Middle East, and the women that were starting to push for women's rights, they were caught without their garb. They would throw acid on.
Was it sulfuric acid?
Yeah, there was acid. So
Melt their
they
face,
had it. It was like-
change your life forever, bro.
Just disrespect the fuck out of them.
Oy, oy, oy.
You think you can walk without that? Wow.
Imagine
Dang.
throwing LSD in their face, like liquid LSD. That
It's
kind
like
of.
you're welcome.
Straight up colors.
That would be the worst and best ambush ever. Depending on what kind of day you were having. Just got acid.
Sounds like a TV show, like hidden camera,
So,
acid face.
Do you have a favorite grappler that comes to mind, like as immediately?
You
Besides
know-
Eddie Bravo? Just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what, man? They made this little documentary. I don't know if it was a Flow Grappling, but they did a documentary for Giancarlo Bodoni.
Oh yeah.
And I liked the narrative of it, which was, Slow, which was basically like, you're not a threat. They don't fear you. You're not dangerous, and it's called becoming dangerous. And for some reason, I resonated with that. Like I had my House of Blues show actually coming up, and when it's your hometown, you kind of get in your head and you put your extra pressure on yourself because it's just your imagination. But I know, like, leading up to the show, because I knew I was getting in my head. Because last time I performed at House of Blues, I had bombed. This was like in my music days. It's like a long story. But so it was almost like trying to slay that dragon. And this time I was doing like the main room, and I had a lot to prove with this comedy show. And I just knew leading up to the thing, I was like, okay, I need to psych myself out and take a different perspective. And so I decided to nerd out and treat it. Basically, I wanted to treat my show at House of Blues as if, like, all right, Mike, you got this big, you know what I mean? You're going to this ADC thing. Whatever,
Yeah, this
you know
is
what
the
I mean?
biggest tournament of
Yeah,
your
like,
life.
we got to get you ready. So I just wanted to get into the mindset of basically jiu-jitsu. And that
Nice.
documentary was really well done. And it just showed how Danaher saw his game and was basically saw the holes in it. And we're like, okay, you're good at these things, but you got to be more of a submission artist. Like, we need to work on your submission so you really start tapping fools and they start respecting you, so that they can change up their game and their strategy because they know what you're capable of. So now they're having to adapt.
Yes, sir.
And so it was very inspiring.
I'm gonna have to watch that shit now. Just waiting
Yeah.
you talking about it.
Flow. I
It's
think-
good.
Yeah, for sure.
And
They got a lot of good
I like a lot of them dudes, man. Like Mikey Musi.
Yeah,
Musi
Mikey
Mechi.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, yeah,
The boy that
Musi
eats
Mechi.
pizza
Yeah, he,
once a day.
Only eats pizza and
Only eats
pasta.
pizza.
And pasta, bro.
Oh, he eat his pizza.
and he's
My
shredded as fuck.
Yeah, he got his little glasses and shit.
Yes.
He can like make his legs, his body looks like just hooks, bro. Like just hooks you all day. Like no space for you. Period. Like
Yeah.
that.
He's a
dude's
beast. He's a
amazing.
nerdy little beast.
Yeah.
He did the absolute in one of the, I think, IBJJF Worlds. Did an absolute. It was him versus this, like, I'm sure, like 300-pound dude, like tiny ass guy, literally a David Goliath looking match, and he won. He won that
I
absolute.
believe it.
Man, shout out my little homie from Urban Jungle on Instagram, BJJ Bash. Little homie Sebastian. I think he's ranked in the world, something. I don't know,
shit,
his
okay.
weight's sixth or something. But it's funny because when I first signed up at that gym years ago, like, it was just like a stint. Like, I didn't know anything. Which one's that one?
That's Mikey.
Oh yeah, there's little Mikey. Yeah, against that big ass dude.
That's
You
the match
sure
right there. Yeah.
Yep.
That shit was wild.
So when I first signed up over there, he was just a kid. He was like 13 or something, and he's just like, "Hey, sir," and he's just like has all this energy. And now he's like 17 or 16 or something, and so now he's like kicking ass. And he has a fight coming up, MMA.
The test flowing now.
Yeah, I believe we're sponsoring. We're gonna be one of the sponsors.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is he fighting for like a local MMA in Houston? Or
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah,
Yeah, BJJ Bash. We'll check him out, man, for
yeah,
sure.
little Sebastian.
Give him a follow for sure.
Hell yeah. We got a couple like that started whenever they were super young, and now they're out here murdering adults,
Yeah.
making adults think twice about what they're doing out here.
And you got to sub them when you can.
Yeah.
Like, it's like once they're gone, they're gone. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You're gonna get those back. So I'm trying to do my best with Alec for sure. We're gonna say
Yeah,
Alec.
we got ours. His name's Alec Esquivel.
Yeah,
Shout out
he's
to that little.
very skillful young man.
He got his purple with us a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, word, that's what's up.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, I noticed that like Mikey, when I've seen a couple interviews when he talks about jiu-jitsu, he says something like it's kind of like math when he says kind of like, there's a right answer and you've got this and it's cool, yeah, man. Like the nerd aspect,
Yeah, like a little genius, almost like a genius within martial arts. Like
He's like
just like
that.
Danaher, a genius.
He's
but-
like, what's that one movie? The guy that sees the math and is on the walls and stuff all the time.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah,
Good
he's
Will
like
Hunting, Matt Damon.
Yeah, he's like
solve all them.
Goodwill Hunting, fucking jujitsu, dude.
Great movie, man.
He just sees.
Robin Williams, bro.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
R.I.P. Big Dog.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
How about them apples?
Yeah, dude. When did you get started with like doing? Just when did ChingoBling start?
Here in San Antonio, around a year, I'd have to say like 2000, because I graduated from Trinity in 2001.
Okay.
So I was doing college radio. I was like mainly a DJ, so I was doing all the frat parties and on campus and on the weekends trying to slang mixtapes at Poteet Flea Market.
Hell yeah.
And like networking with local artists. Like, hey man, I got a radio show. I'll play you Sunday nights, and let me get on your album. I could do some skits and being silly on air, and really just the idea occurred to me where it's like, okay, well, I want to get in show business. I don't know if I'm gonna be a manager, like behind the scenes type of guy, and maybe I'll be a DJ. I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
And when I started incorporating like my sense of humor and doing like skits and mixtape raps and freestyles, and I didn't think anybody was gonna get into it, honestly. So when I'd have a mixtape at the Poteet Flea Market, I'd have one with like a couple ChingoBling freestyles mixed in type of thing. And kids, like I was there like as me, like as the DJ type of thing, and kids didn't know I was Chingo. So they'd pull up like, oh, hey, fool, this one has ChingoBling on it. And I was like, whoa, you know him? He's like, yeah, fool, we bumped that fool. And it's like, hey, man, you know him or what? I was like, yeah, I know him. And then they're like, hey, tell that fool he needs to put out a whole project. I'm like, you for really? Like, you'd bump that? Like, hell yeah, fool, we want more. And I was like, okay. So at first, I had an apartment off of like Wurzbach and I-10. After I graduated, I had a lease out there. And my plan in my mind was, okay, this mainstream mixtape that has like all the new hits and stuff that just hit the radio and like the remixes and all the big artists, and this is gonna pay my rent, and this other little experimental thing that's like all me, that might pay my cell phone bill. And I was like, and that's fine. Now I just different titles to pay different expenses.
Yeah.
Well, before you know it, this particular project was just so off the wall that it just kind of caught on. It was so different to where people were like, yo, are you serious? Like, what is this? The cover's funny, the name of the title and the details are like, oh my God, look at the barcode, look at the address. People are like 123 Chinga tu Madre Lane or whatever. And all those little, like, my sense of humor, like me coming up off of like Beavis and Butthead and like just stupid, 8th grade humor.
Yeah.
And putting it on there. And the rest is history, man. Just kept going. It's like, oh shit, okay, kept going, okay.
Is what it is today. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man. That's cool. So
I like that. Me and my wife actually, she listens to that Bo Bundy song that you have with Bo Bundy. She likes that one a lot. The cumbia.
We did two. Was it the uno, dos?
Yeah, the cumbia one. Right? Yeah. Yeah, she loves that shit, bro. I mean,
It's jamming.
it is. That shit's hard.
Bo Bundy, ChingoBling out.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Bo Bundy.
Shout out to Bo Bundy.
Yeah, that one came out tight.
I love that dude. I like his swag, man. I like his Pokemon chains and all that shit.
Oh, he got a Pokemon chain.
I see. Whenever he was first coming up, he had a Gengar chain. And that shit was hard.
Yeah. Gengar is pretty hard.
I'm still into Pokemon. I'm a fucking
Yeah.
nerd.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hey, Pokemon's money sometimes, man. If you got those people are making stupid money just opening boxes.
Plus,
of
I mean,
cards,
it's your generation. Like,
Yeah,
it's your,
it really was.
Like Ralph Barboza, the comedian, like he be putting like anime all in the flyers and stuff. And we were just talking about how like, well, that's him, that's authentically him, and other people resonate with it.
Yeah, because that's
So-
like their same style. Like right now,
Attractive.
anime's into like
gothic anime style of for sure,
that shit's in.
very in. Yeah, we were just talking about goth women in the car. They've
The
taken
goth
o-
thing
they've
is
taken over
super
completely.
in San Antonio. I
Really?
guess.
Again?
Yes.
Yes.
It never
Yes.
died. It never left. Goth
No,
was
sir.
always.
got better.
Definitely doesn't.
San Antonio always been had a little heavy metal flair.
Yes, dude, it's wild.
The White Rabbit days for sure. That
Well, yeah, White Rabbit's no more. It's the Paper Tiger now.
is it still Paper Tiger or is it something else?
It's still Paper
Oh,
Tiger.
okay. Yeah, there was I had some crazy stories going there as a teenager.
Yeah, I went to a lot of shows down there too, but that's whenever I was into the heavy metal shit.
And they're
I
supposed
still am.
was it the St. Mary's Strip? They're supposed to be building like some sort of parking lot or something like that, right? Or
I'm not too sure. I haven't been in like a year, dog.
oh shit, there was like I saw some petition or they were trying to stop something like a
That's over there by Trinity.
Yeah.
It was construction. They got it worked out, but unfortunately, some businesses did have to close.
Oh wow,
I
okay,
think the squeeze box was one of them.
oh wow. Oh, yeah,
Oh
dude.
damn, construction, bro.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Yeesh.
Yeah, dude.
If you come to San Antonio right now, that's all you see, right? I
Nothing
mean,
but
like
construction.
construction,
Yeah,
like coming
everywhere,
from
man.
90, coming from 35, coming from 1604, like each road.
Well, I'll be back next week, October 12th through the 15th, at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club.
Better be there.
I want to see y'all's construction.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm sure a lot of people from this gym will be there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna give y'all the red carpet, bro. Like the invite.
Bring it on, dude. We'll be down. We down.
Be
For
there.
sure. Always down for a comedy show too.
Hell
man.
yeah, man. And we got new material that ain't the same show as last year.
Yeah, that was a good show last year, bro.
Thank
Turned
you.
up.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, thank you. It was a great weekend because, like, yeah, I got to come here, like, I think about 2 times. So, yeah, that was fun. Just, like, I ain't know shit. I'm just there, like, okay.
Like, damn, these 10 planet dudes.
What I do with my hands? It's just like,
Yeah, that's how it was.
I mean, yeah, I mean, and I was green on, like, super green, so it just.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. For
It is. You come here, they'll be like taking your legs, trying to leg lock you and shit
Yeah.
all the time.
And I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm not really on the leg locks all the way yet.
Yeah, when I kind of just threw myself, like maybe a year in, I kind of just threw myself into leg locks because
Yeah, well, if you train 10 planet specifically, you're gonna. It's like float or drown. You know, honestly.
nogi, man. No leg locks are very prominent in nogi now.
Yeah.
It's not like the way it was before. So there's pure leg lockers out there. Like
Well, I might need a lesson on just, and do my homework, but like, all right, I'm sure, like for sure, in the 10P Index app, I could just search and see the warm ups where,
that.
you know, it's like Nancy Kerrigan and all this stuff.
I could give you my freaking BJJ Fanatics account, and you can just look at the instructions I have about leg locking.
Yeah, there's,
Nice.
Yeah,
There's a
check
lot
that
of
out
great
for sure.
instructionals.
Yeah, dude, I have some
Donna
really
Hears
good
in
ones to
them.
check out.
He said it on there, y'all. You
Yeah.
got to give me the password now.
Yes, sir, for sure.
No, don't tell Eddie. I give you my 10P Index password.
There you go. That would be a crazy. I've only met Eddie once, and it was in Vegas. And we did the High Rollers tournament, and he was there. He gave me a hug right off the bat, which was crazy.
Eddie's a great
I
guy.
hadn't even been training a year, and I fucking signed up for. I was competing for a pound of weed in Vegas and a
Nice.
championship belt for high rollers, and it
Yeah,
was.
the high roller competition.
You'd have to drive back at that point. You couldn't like fly home. With
Yeah. I drove there. And,
Oh, yeah,
and
so,
so,
yeah.
and so
Just in
we-
case.
riding
just
dirty.
in case, you know. And we drove through New Mexico and Arizona, so we never drove out that way before. So it was cool.
Well, New Mexico got legal weed.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
And, I don't know if Arizona does.
I don't
Yes,
think
they do
so.
now.
They do?
Arizona?
Yes, they do.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
But New Mexico got some fire,
Yeah, for sure, man.
Mexico, boy.
We'll have to go through New Mexico.
I went to this one dispensary. They had the little jars where the top of the jar was a magnifying glass
Oh, those
with
are
a
always
button
the
for a light.
best.
Like you're looking at diamonds. And I look and I was like, man, how'd y'all get all that on there? What y'all put on there? He's like, bro, that's how it grows. Like I thought they rolled it in some of the little Keef crystals. Like it was all up in there throughout.
Wow.
And I was like, how'd y'all do that? He's like, that's how we grow it, bro.
Damn.
He's like, genetics.
I would have been like, give me
"Damn."
2 of those jars.
They go deep with the gene thing.
That's kind of how this is. That's hash is super genetified.
Really?
Yes, it's the best of the best. Honestly, whenever you make hash,
Of whatever strain of
Because
the best genetics of that strain.
they'll take that bud that you had and they'll wash it with water and ice and then strain it, and that's literally just the stuff you're smoking. So no butane, none of the other stuff that's kind of harmful to your lungs. Just straight water.
So when
ice,
you
and hash.
smoke like a pipe and you hit it with a lighter, you smoking butane?
Yeah.
A little bit because of the lighter, and then sometimes you'll be smoking a lot of plant material. So sometimes it'll be like, it's like whenever you smoke.
It's still carcinogenic.
Yeah, it's still whenever you smoke a joint, that paper. There's some stuff that's not the
Something
best for your
that-
lungs.
Residue, just extra
Yeah.
shit. Because you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Again, I am out of shape, and I am 44. So like some of these classes where where you're just fucking like hitting the wall. I mean, even after the warm up, I'm already like. So long story short, man, I was like after every class, I was literally like just kind of like going up to people like, man, I think I'm gonna quit smoking. Just bringing it up just to see like what they say. Like, yeah, I did that. It helped.
should do that.
Just because I'm trying to figure out what the hell my point is. But like, basically, I was getting to the point where I'm like, all right, either I need to like wash out my pipe, like
You were thinking it's something to do with it.
like I started looking up like remedy, like okay, is there a tea or something? Is there some shit at Whole Foods? It's gonna get because I wouldn't mind. I'm not saying I'm gonna go get a scan, but it's almost like, man, I wonder what my lungs look like.
Right.
I start calculating like, man, when did I start smoking? And just thinking to myself,
Yeah, no, I don't even want to know.
When I think
with me,
honestly,
I don't even want to know.
I used to smoke blunts since
shit.
like for
You
the
got the
longest
blackest
time.
one.
Yes, but a year and a half into my jujitsu, I stopped smoking blunts completely and switched to papers, and I felt a little bit of a difference for sure. Just like in the like it feels clean to like do like 'cause whenever you were smoking cigarettes, you kind of get like a like there's a little wheeze up in your lung.
Yeah.
Now I can just
you don't whistle when you breathe.
yeah, exactly. There's none of that. And I don't know.
I could definitely see blunts contributing to.
For sure, dude.
Tobacco, the nicotine.
And I didn't really know, but I was probably addicted to nicotine. I just was
sure.
It was just the blunt wrap that I wanted. Like, you know
But
what
they
I mean?
say that's. I mean, I've smoked a couple blunts in my day, but like it's kind of an interesting mix. Like for example, I started getting into cigars a little bit before my show. Like before I hit the stage, and it wasn't like a huge habit, but it started becoming a little ritual. It's like, oh man, there's a cigar place next to the club in Chicago. I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah, get a nice
I'm gonna
one.
be in the back of the club. The only bad thing is sometimes it's so damn sunny where you're at. Where the sun's beating on you. You got to go outside because it's a cigar.
You don't want to be smoking that.
But it gives you that good little.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to start dabbling in cigars ever since I saw The Last Dance, the fucking Michael Jordan documentary, and he was smoking cigars in that, and I was like,
Made that shit look cool.
yeah, like it was all long as shit. And like,
I mean, especially if you win or you're
Yeah.
about to do something, right? Like
did some
fucking
shit.
that was like a $50 cigar or something like that. Or
just fill that shit with
$70
weed,
something.
bro. It'll feel the same.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's a lot of the guys I work with smoke cigars. It's weird. Or it's not weird. They're just,
There's like a right way to smoke it too, right? Because you can smoke a cigar wrong and you end up getting sick from it because it's too much tobacco.
Yeah, it's like the head. You get dizzy. You don't know if your blood sugar dropped. If the sun was too much. You get a little lightheaded. Like too much nicotine.
A little, yeah.
Yeah,
I had a cigarette nicotine problem for a while too.
I'll stick to smoking a joint in the back of anywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my that where I'll have this handy dandy Puffco
Contraption.
contraption. It's from the future.
It's nifty.
Yeah, they're nice.
That there's another one that's like it looks like a corn.
Oh yeah, it looks
pipe.
like
A long Gandalf pipe. from,
Yeah.
like, fucking Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
word.
It's glass.
It's the same thing. It
Yeah.
just instead of having water, it's got dry hit.
Mm.
just vape. It
just tastes
A
nicer.
big old vape.
Like vaporizes it? or-
Yeah.
that's
And you can switch it.
vape.
You can put like a herbal attachment to it too, so you can smoke flower and concentrates through it.
Yeah. It's a little,
Word.
It's smoke is on a whole nother level now. Like,
Oh yeah,
you ever heard of a honey bucket?
Honey bucket.
Yeah.
Explain.
So a honey bucket, there's this attachment for any kind of water pipe, bong, whatever. It's like a big glass bowl, right? What you do is you fill that gigantic glass bowl up. You can, if you grind up like an eighth, you can fill that thing to the top. And what there's a glass nail on it as well. So you heat that nail up red and hot, and then you turn it down on the bud, and it burns the bud. And then you get some hash and put it on top of the nail and hit them both at the same time.
Word.
Yeah.
straight
Okay.
to the moon.
Out of there.
A honey bucket, yeah, that's
Honey bucket.
some next level engineering shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we know about all the pothead shit here at 10 Planet.
It's big. Yeah.
And if
I learned something today. I never heard.
and if
the
you
honey
don't
bucket.
know, ask somebody. They'll tell you what's up here, dude. We have all types of people.
from all walks of life, they're all very interesting
Yeah.
training partners. We all have
What's the weekend schedule like?
Saturday? There's lunch crush,
And that's it.
and that's it. It's at 11:30 to about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
And Sunday there's a open mat.
From 12
about
o'clock
Friday?
to 12 o'clock to 2.
Friday there's a morning class at 7 a.m. and then there's a lunch class also at 11:30. And then there's also just one evening class at 6:30.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's like usually like trial people, but there's some. I've been to a couple Friday classes.
Hey, so tell me about the new location.
It's pretty nice. It's right off of Hebner,
Hebner Oaks.
right behind the Snooze.
Snooze
Breakfast
Eatery.
place?
The
Yeah.
eatery place. It's right behind it.
That's
So
the
they-
Fiesta, San Antonio Fiesta colors.
Yeah,
the
you
whole
can't
building.
miss it. It literally looks like the new Fiesta colors.
It's a nice
We
little
have our
facility
grand
for sure.
opening on Saturday, where, like our coach said, Derek's gonna show up. That's the guy that taught him lawn, his parents, his mom, Michelle, and Bibbs, which is another brown belt that's from Omaha. It's gonna be turned. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some cool stuff happening. I don't know
We'll have a
what
DJ.
exactly. Apparently, there's gonna be a DJ.
They learned in Omaha?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they came from Omaha,
They came
Nebraska.
from Omaha,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
They said it's just like super country. Jiu-jitsu over there is like almost unknown, but 10 Planet having jiu-jitsu there was like it made it what it is, and they kind of had to leave to not had to, but
I guess they just wanted to.
yeah, just have his own gym, you know. Ant's kind of a prodigy, you know, like
One of the best rubber guard artists in the 10th Planet system.
And as far
And
as
he's
like
very low radar.
yeah,
But,
and as far as like being one of the person to do it first, you know, because like he was in it when the system was still like people had doubts about jujitsu, you know,
Yeah.
and he was in it, and his parents were in it too,
Oh, dope.
so they wrote it through.
Family of killers.
Damn. Okay.
For sure.
Shout out to Omaha. I'm gonna have to
Shout
go
out to
back.
Omaha.
I haven't done a show there in a minute.
Them corn
It's
bread.
dope. Yeah, it's dope, man.
Corn. They do like chili and cinnamon buns. That's what Bibbs told me. It's like
Chili and cinnamon buns.
Yeah, chili.
I'm gonna ask my homeboy from out there and see if that's
What is it with chili and cinnamon buns
I know they like Fireball.
and ranch dressing?
Huh.
Yeah.
Odd things. Just like over here, we like fucking Big Red a lot.
Oh yeah, Big Red's is shit. Fucking, and the gum. The gum's good too. Fuck with Big Red gum.
That cinnamon gum.
Yes, sir.
Tear your gums up. Have your mouth bleeding.
Oh yeah. all red.
And then you brush with that close up. Is that the cinnamon toothpaste?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, your shit burning.
Be a weirdo. You just eat the toothpaste because you like cinnamon. Shit.
Yeah.
Fireball and cinnamon.
Canelo should put out a cinnamon product.
Damn.
Something. Bring back the toothpaste.
Like a red toothpaste or something like that. It's got like a red Red hair, red toothpaste.
Red hair, red toothpaste.
That'd be funny. Oh man.
Well, yeah, man. Shit. Like y'all were saying, the system being like new-ish in Omaha, like, you know, before Ant and his fam moved out here. I mean, it's global. It's pretty proven.
Yeah.
It's worldwide.
There is
Like
a
68 schools, or maybe more than
More.
that.
I think it's like 200, bro.
yeah. There's almost a 10 planet in every state, and then there's also 10 planets in Russia,
in Egypt,
Mexico.
yeah,
Cairo,
Mexico.
I think Cairo, Egypt.
I asked Eddie, I was like, hey, how many 10 planets you got now? He's like, bro, there's so many. I don't know.
I don't even know.
Like, he might know the number, but then
That
others
sounds
don't.
like
He's
Eddie.
I sent them out, and they blew up.
Yeah, it's just like I can't stop it. He
All
put out a fire, he can't, or he set a
All
fire, he can't put
soldiers
out.
of Eddie, bro.
Visit, I don't know.
He's got to do a seminar at all of them.
I'm sure he probably has done a seminar at all of them.
Oh man, it's like
Could you imagine
seminar
like
tour? Fuck.
how many people would be in one? Like how many people would be like if all 10 planets came together?
In like a stadium or some shit. I don't think that.
It would probably fill up a fucking.
Maybe.
How y'all feel about? Do y'all think that like jiu-jitsu is getting more mainstream?
Oh,
it's just
for
crossing
sure.
over even more and more and more.
I think
you got
so.
like Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
and these people.
I
And
think
then-
it's gonna get in the Olympics eventually. I believe.
I hope so. It
It'll be
would be
Olympic
nice for
level
the sport.
I can't believe it's not already.
It's definitely one of the hardest things you
like
can ever do.
Judo and wrestling are already. It's like it's.
It's like, why would it
weird.
not be?
Yeah, it's like submission grappling should just be the overall
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Olympic
yeah,
sport. Like all wrestling, all judo, all that. You can wear a gi. You don't have to wear a gi. You can wear a singlet. You have to wear a singlet. Like,
But it just
that
be
should
grappling,
Yeah,
right?
pure submission grappling should be the Olympic level.
Kumite.
So it was boring.
It was,
It was boring, but like that's why he made it like what it is now with EPW.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's like actually good enough to actually be on that stage now.
The big part of it being boring is like the
the stalling,
practical way people would want to do jujitsu would probably be in a gi
point fighting,
because
jiu-jitsu.
you could like you could put points on the board, and sometimes if you're like standing up without gis, it could just drag out. But it's so entertaining because you have to wrestle each other, and if you don't know how to wrestle, like somebody's gonna take you flying, bro.
Yeah, especially at the high competitor level.
Yeah,
the
at this
wrestling is
level-
insane.
Yeah, at this level,
That's-
everybody's either a wrestler, D1 wrestler, fucking black belt in judo, or like they're working their way up to be as good as a wrestler as all those other wrestlers
Yeah, dude, it's
through just trucking through the system, you know, and like rolling with a bunch of killers.
That's who I lost to in Vegas when I went and competed there. Was a D1 wrestler.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned it before on our first episode. It was Jacoby Jones. Shout out Jacoby Jones. He just fought on Dana White's Contender Series.
He's up there now, dude.
You know, he's making his way up there, dude, and it's just pretty crazy that he exposed me to a really high level immediately because I was a white belt,
oh yeah.
and it was just like I really understood what fucking levels were when he just basically took me down with, I guess,
Ease.
ease, and it just felt like he didn't do
Yeah.
anything at all to me,
Yeah.
but I was just being controlled, and
That's the hard thing about it. A D1 wrestler, they already translate almost to either a purple belt or a high level blue belt.
yeah.
Immediately. Like you might say like
Base
they come
level
in
out the
they
gate.
come in they come in there with a white belt, but they're a D1 wrestler.
you ain't
They're
gonna-
automatically either a blue belt or a, like almost a purple belt, high level blue belt.
Most of them already have over like 100 matches in high
Yes.
school through middle school. Like they've been grappling.
Yes,
for a
they've
long
been
time
grappling
in a competitive
Probably since
setting.
kids.
Yeah,
Kid-
and hard too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
dude, wrestling's
wrestling is
brutal.
some of the
cutting
most
weight. And
Yeah, that's
intense.
Yes, sir. There's just a grind from day one.
Yeah, and that's really what this sport is too. Like, yeah, a lot of people say that it's peace and all this stuff too, but
The
it's,
gentle art.
it's a grind, bro.
It's gentle at times.
At times, but whenever it calls to be fucking ungentle,
little
it
bit of
is
violence.
very
It's
ungentle.
an
Yeah.
unforgiving game, bro. It doesn't have any favorites for sure.
There are a lot of big boys in Houston.
Yeah, man. There's you know what I mean? There's all kinds of levels and folks. So obviously you bump into people that might be a surgeon, might be a cop, might be a comedian. You know, you get like hobbyists as well, but you also have your fair share. I mean, there's a bunch of gyms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously it's a big city.
It's way bigger than
popular
here.
sport. So, I mean, you could throw a rock and hit
A jiu-jitsu gym?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you make your way out to any other gyms, or you just steady stay on your gym now?
In Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mainly at mine only because, I mean,
You know where you started, and you kind of got like that.
I mean, I like I said, I was a member at a different gym as well. But for one, like if I'm gonna make an effort to go somewhere, like I need to hurry up and attend, like where I'm, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Like I don't show up enough to be like bouncing around. You know what I mean? It's almost like, hey, bro, like if you training, you need to bring your ass to class.
Yep.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, just juggling all the other things. Like sometimes it'll be like a whole solid week where it's like, man, you're just traveling and you're doing these other things. You out of town, this and that, and you just wait till Monday.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's just a thing with the kids. It's like, hey, you got to back me up. The girls have swim, and after that, gymnastics. And I know you wanted jiu-jitsu, but it's not in the plans that day, and we got to let the sitter go at this time.
It's the balance.
And it's one of those like, all right, well, there's tomorrow. You know.
For sure, man. Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, bro, like I'm just so grateful to be in the long, like the marathon of it, to where like there's not like this huge rush.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like chasing belts and stripes and colors or whatever. I just enjoy, like what I get a kick out of is kind of like, oh yeah, I hit this little move that I saw on an app, or I remember we drilled this one thing a while back, and like it just came to me naturally. Or like now when I flow roll, like, you know, I see the arm and I'm going for this, and I'm clearing my knee, and I'm like just kind of instinctively starting to see like, oh, okay, I know my leg's trapped. I got to kind of get that out. Or
You're playing chess. You're fine.
yeah, just getting a little, just the reps of the muscle memory of just the discipline of remember to do this and don't forget. And
Yeah,
That's a lot of it.
Yeah, today I don't know. I felt like shit today, rolling out there. I was getting.
They're not always good days.
there's a lot of those days in my life, in my world.
Yes, sir.
You come into my world, it's gonna be a lot of. It's a lot of. That's why, like, I be just thinking, I gotta get my sleep. I gotta take my supplements. Like, I suck at hydration. You know what I mean? My hydration ain't. He's like, let me
Go grab that one.
for real. And you definitely feel it.
Yeah, especially in Texas, bro. If you don't drink water from the morning start, at some point in the day you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna be like, man, I feel like shit.
And
Probably
electrolytes,
dehydrated.
bro. It's like you're supposed to like kill a bunch of electrolytes before you go to bed, so that way the next day.
Yeah,
you're, like,
so
good
that
to go, something
you're
like
already
that.
ready for the next.
You ever tried those liquid IVs? Those are fucking badass. I
Them
like
must be
those.
pricey, but we
Yeah.
get them.
There's
And,
another one called Water Boy. I think it may be a little bit cheaper too, but I was looking to try those pretty.
I've only had the IVs since they're like everywhere
yeah, they're
nowadays.
fucking everywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of hydration supplements out there.
And magnesium pills. I fuck with the magnesium.
Oh yeah, magnesium's nice.
That shit is a major key. Zinc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
And when you get my age, bro, you got your prostate protection pills. You just be taking a whole bunch of pills and shit.
Just pilled out.
on the
Vitamin out.
I'll only stick to the natty stuff. All the greens.
Yeah, I've been doing that AG1 for a bit now.
Athletic greens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
exactly.
good.
Why all this healthy shit so pricey, bro?
They don't want you to
I
have
need to
it.
get back on that shit.
man,
I
it's-
started being
it's,
stingy, you know.
Well, there's another one, an alternative. I was looking to try it too with the AG1. It's Laird Hamilton's, the Laird Super Greens. It's like the same shit apparently.
Damn near.
Yeah, and then it's cheaper and there's less sugar. The AG1 tastes great. I like the way it tastes, but I was down to try the Laird Hamilton.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my Amazon and re-up AG1.
There you go.
AG1, if y'all want to sponsor a up-and-coming white belt on his journey,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy.
That'd be a good sponsorship. Does it taste like chocolate, or what does it taste
No,
like?
it tastes like really, really sweet
Spinach.
grass.
Sweet spinach. Yeah, sweet-ass grass.
Yeah. It's like
I might
grass
like that.
water. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hey, shit, y'all giving them a free commercial. I'm over here like, it comes from New Zealand. They use 75 ingredients. Joe Rogan said it's good, so it must be good.
Nutritional basis,
Yeah.
man.
Get your Nutrish.
Yeah, for sure.
Cover your bases, bro.
Yeah, we got nutritional basis. kids.
Immunity. You know what I'm saying?
It's good stuff. And it's like over a fucking so many iterations of it that they've perfected it or whatever.
You could just eat acai like everybody else.
That's a lot of sugar too, though. I mean,
Yo, the acai.
oh, that acai, the one.
You know what the acai is?
Injectable acai.
That's what everybody in jiu-jitsu is on, like in steroids.
High level.
I mean, you can tell most of the guys.
Like
that
the
are,
big competitor one, like Gordon Ryan. and them?
Yes, of course, bro. They're fucking straight jacked.
And they're all arguing about it. Again.
But we say it's the acai because that's what
Jesus.
the Jesus juice. Because a lot of Brazilians are like,
It's like they have a Bible when they open it. There's a fucking syringe in there with some steroids.
Oh, word? A lot of them who Brazilian.
Yeah, they thank Jesus, but it's the steroids.
Word. And that's like in the like jiu-jitsu. They don't be checking the competition.
no, dude, jiu-jitsu has no fucking
Drug test.
no drug testing. Even ADCC.
I think IBJJF has started implementing.
Yeah, but then in IBJJF, they're
They
just
suspended a few athletes this year.
I wonder like how much more of an edge it gives you, like your strength, your stamina,
Muscle density
Yeah.
or bone density, all that crazy.
everything.
Yeah, it's just,
Depending on what you took.
and recovery time. Like you recover a lot faster.
Word. Well, guess what? TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I am 44.
Get on that shit, man.
yeah, that shit's.
I ain't mad. Shit, I'm down.
Try it out.
I'm down. See
Let
what,
me know
see
how it
what
is.
it do. I'm gonna come back with a big ass head.
That's the HGH. No,
Lines change.
And my head gonna be shaped different.
your hands are gonna be like this.
Conor
fucking big,
McGregor.
Got a bunch of pimples on your back. The bad dreams.
Oh yeah, that's the bad
A
part
bunch
though.
of bad dreams.
You get nightmares off that shit?
Yeah, apparently with testosterone, yeah, you get may get some nightmares. I
Why?
think
'Cause
some,
you just
some
be thinking
people-
about killing shit in your sleep.
Yes, it's just that intense. Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
The nightmares, bro.
Yeah, that's what one of a couple of my buddies told me they experienced like a few nightmares.
Damn.
Might have to just go light with it, bro. Like,
Yeah, right in the beginning.
cut my dose in half.
You're gonna be doing like small doses and shit.
Microdose.
Yeah,
Microdose the tea.
Test. Hell yeah.
And then like all the natural methods, I wonder like how much like you're just wasting your time. Like how much could your test really go up if it's like I'm just gonna squat really heavy. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna
test boosters.
or like I'm gonna deadlift and just make sure I get plenty of rest.
Well, what's his name? Nicky Rod. Do you know Nicky Rod?
Yeah.
He says that fucking jerking off increases your T because like you're making yourself like create more T. I was just like,
Was he serious?
he was dead serious. He says that
Nah,
he jerks off every
I don't
time.
know the science behind that, man. I don't,
Or he says that he busts nuts every time before he rolls and stuff. Apparently,
he said that.
yeah. I have to
Wow.
pull that up, but I feel like I saw that.
That's a
that
little bit
reel.
too much information. Nicky Rodriguez.
Damn, that's.
Yeah,
I need a study on that. I need some.
they be talking about some outlandish
It
shit.
sounds counterintuitive because it's kind of like, yeah, nah, bro. It sounds like you leaking all type of minerals. You know what I mean? Like you depleting.
Yeah,
Word choice, right? It said leaking. Like you depleting. You depleting. You just gotta be losing strength, stamina. You gotta be losing something.
Something, yeah.
I would
like
feel
the
like
urge
it.
to
Some sort of
to
energy,
kill.
right?
I,
Yeah.
You would think so, right? Because there's like fighters that won't have sex all throughout their training camp because they say that it takes away from it, right?
And something.
But didn't Tyson say he did before like every fight?
Man, Tyson did the craziest things.
like people are just so different.
That dude would like
That's crazy.
go on a bender the night before and fight.
Like John Jones. John
Yeah.
Jones hitting lines and
Did you hear Marshawn Lynch in that interview where it was another quarterback? It was like a real square quarterback. He was like, "What are your what did he say? Like, what's your lucky ritual pregame?" He's like, "I think he said something like about 2 shots of Hennessy." He's like, "Whoa, Hennessy!" He's like, "From like a bar?" He's like, "My backpack."
Yeah. I love Marshawn Lynch,
Oh
bro.
my god, dude, he's funnier than most comedians, bro.
He was
I'm
fucking
just here so I
hilarious.
don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't
That's
get
one of the
fined.
best freaking.
Did you ever see when he went on Bear Grylls?
Oh no.
That shit was so funny, dude. He's like, I ain't gonna do that shit. He's like, he like straight up told Bear Grylls, he's like, I ain't doing that shit.
There was a
They had to like pick up a hog from like the side of a mountain, and he wanted him to like scale down the side of the mountain.
With the hog on him.
Yeah, to like pull the hog up. Marshawn's like, I ain't doing that shit.
Damn,
just
son.
did that freaking They did that Special Forces show with Tara
Oh,
Reid.
he was on it.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't
Or no, he wasn't on that. He was on.
Who
It was
Bear,
like a space
Bear
show.
Grylls was?
Or no, Marshawn
Marshawn
Lynch.
Lynch, mhm.
He was on that space show. Ronda Rousey was on it too. I don't know what the fuck it was.
There's too many shows nowadays,
there's
bro.
a lot
I'm
of
not
shows.
in. I'm not
I mean,
intact. I know about the Special Forces one because I heard about that.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty tough. They're putting actors in like a situation where they have to do like special force tasks.
Word.
Yeah,
Let's do
Okay.
it. I'm down to try it.
I'd be down as fuck. I would love that shit.
I always wanted to do Fear Factor. I thought that shit was crazy.
Oh, I wish they'd bring Fear Factor back. I ain't need no bull's penis though.
Oosh.
I won't.
They brought it back.
This is
Luda.
Oh man,
they got Luda.
Luda.
Oh man,
is that the same though?
out the way.
I don't know if it. I don't know if it would hit the same. It's just like the nostalgia. You grew up knowing Joe Rogan as the Fear Factor guy.
Yeah. Now a lot of people are gonna know him as the podcast guy.
Yeah, or the jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, or the other the UFC guy.
Yeah.
I know him as a TRT guy.
Yeah.
Head of
HGH
TRT,
guy.
Stem cells.
I'm trying to get on all that shit. Though. That's why I gotta make it. October 12th to the 15th. Pull up on your boy.
Show up.
I can get these stem cells.
So we can get these stem cells.
Well, I don't know. What time looks like? I think we're a little over an hour. About an
We'll
hour.
be good.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna hit the road after this.
Yes, sir.
But I'll be
brother.
back, bro, in a couple days, and
Yeah, man.
I'll pull up. You know what I mean?
We'll be here doing the same shit, training in the dab room.
Talking shit. That's about it.
Professional shit talker. Yeah, I'll be here for sure Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if I can make Friday.
You can plug through your dates one more time and we'll fucking call
October
us.
12th through the 15th, San Antonio, Texas, Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. Just looking forward to making y'all laugh, man, having a good time. We got a hell of a show lined up for y'all. I'm in the city. I love the city. And thankfully, it's a weekend, so I get to, like, post up and come visit my good friends here at 10P, San
Hell
Antonio.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
6 shows in 4 nights. They working me, bro.
Hell yeah.
in this
man.
economy.
Grind, brother. Grind. Thank
Come
you,
help
guys.
homeboy get these stem
Hell
cells.
yeah, man. Help him with the TRT.
Later, y'all.
Later,
Trying
y'all.
to buy me some cauliflower ears, y'all. Hey, hit that red button, bro.
Hell yeah.